Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a pick a card reading, a look into whatever you most need to hear right now. We're leaving it open-ended so that Spirit can come through and give you whatever message you need most regarding whichever area of your life you most need it for. So I have 3 piles for you to choose from. I have pile 1 with the honey calcite right here. I have pile 2 with the amethyst point, and pile 3 with the malachite. Okay, sorry, let me just fix that again quick. So, okay, pause the video if you need to pick your pile, and I will see you there. Hey lovey, so if you guys chose pile 1 and the honey calcite, this is going to be your reading. I want to put it where you can see it looking pretty, but it's whatever. This is your honey calcite, and I just got 2 affirmation cards just to kick off the reading. It says, I am grounded and centered, and I know growth is often disguised as discomfort. So we'll leave these right up here if they'll stay. Maybe I'll do it. Okay. Cool. All right. So yeah, I am grounded and centered, and I know growth is often disguised as discomfort. So we're just going to jump into the tarot. We'll come back to these affirmation cards and see how they play into the reading later. But let's just see, what do you most need to hear right now? What's the situation? What's going on with you right now? Pile 1. So pile 1, what do they most need to hear right now? See. Do one more. Okay. Okay. We have the 9 of Swords. The 8 of Swords. Okay. What else for pile 1? The Page of Pentacles. Okay. And let's clarify the 9 of Swords. We have the 2 of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the King of Swords. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So, okay, guys, what is going on with you? I mean, clearly there's some sort of mental blocks going on, mental traps that you're getting caught up in. We're going from, it's almost going backwards. We have the 9 of Swords going to the 8. With the 8 going to the 9, I would say that would be almost not better, but just, it's almost would be more progressive and indicate more progress. But it's almost I would think that something maybe changed in your emotional life recently, or there's the potential for something to change with the 2 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the King of Swords, but almost that you're mentally blocking it. Something in your love life, it could be just this is indicating you having worries about maybe being able to find love, thinking that your luck can change. You sort of, I feel this is your own mind that's hindering you right now. And that's the message Spirit's really ringing through. I am grounded and centered. Yeah, when your mind is going in a very chaotic way, you're not grounded and centered. You're all up in your mind. You're overthinking with the 9 of Swords, or trying to numb it out, probably. I think you were maybe in a phase where you or there was a situation that you got upset about that was making you, this person's crying. Doesn't have to be that you were actually crying, but you were feeling upset about a certain situation. So sorry if you can hear my dog chomping on her food. She's hungry, my pipey. But yeah, some situation maybe that got you upset or depressed or something. Again, if it was regarding love, or maybe there was like a rejection, or maybe like if you were going on a date, they stood you up, like something like that, where or it could just be in general. Maybe this is you just thinking like, I'll never be able to find this, or maybe this is you having a realization that like, I need to get out of a relationship, but it's just the thought of it is like too overwhelming or something like that. I feel like your thoughts are very overwhelming to you right now, and they're like keeping you stuck almost from bringing in something new that could, well, just something that could make you happy. But it's like there's like this growth required of you, because it says, I know growth is often disguised as discomfort. So like, first of all, that's like a hopeful message coming through, because it's like, if you're feeling in this like 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords energy, like there is some sort of purpose indicated here. Like it could just be Spirit's way of like kind of coming in and being like, hey, like you're letting things get to you too much. Like, not that it's like that like easy, especially if it's something regarding like something that you feel very like emotional about, even if it's like the loss of a friendship. Like this could just mean partners that are just like your friends or something like that, or even like a business partner. But if you're just, I forgot where my train of thought was just going. If you're experiencing some sort of turmoil, mental turmoil right now, I think Spirit could be sort of wanting you, offering you the chance to sort of look at it from a new perspective, like with the Page of Pentacles, like as like a student with fresh eyes, and being like, okay, like what triggered me to like to start this kind of crazy pattern where like my thoughts are all coming in, like how am I limiting myself? There's like some sort, with the 8 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, that's making me think of limiting beliefs. Like I feel like you could be like limiting yourself with the thoughts that you're like telling yourself, because this isn't even like, oh, someone's here with them telling them something mean and making them upset. It's like this person sitting in their bed by themselves up late at night thinking about things and feeling upset about it, like, which they're very well maybe a reason, like a legit reason to be this upset. But instead of looking at like what's going on, maybe trying to look at like, how am I handling this? How can I ground myself and center myself more, so like these thoughts don't run away with me? Because like, okay, if you're thinking about something and it's making you feel bad, it's giving you anxiety and stress, like I feel like just stop, like, you know what I'm saying, like change it up, do something else. But I feel like there are some limiting beliefs here, some beliefs about yourself that are keeping you sort of in this stagnant energy. I feel like things get overwhelming and then you sort of shut down or something like that. So I think Spirit is wanting you to focus on your mental health, first of all, like your, like not even mental health, like you're crazy and you have bad mental health or mental problems, but just like your overall like well-being, like mentally, like you could have like hit rock bottom or something like that. This always reminds me of the 9 of Swords, like the traditional 9 of Swords of like rock bottom, because I always see these 9 of Swords as like a ladder you can use to like build your, like climb back up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but instead of doing that and getting to the 10 of Swords, it's like you took a step back and went back to like that 9 of Swords energy. And I think Spirit is saying like, no, like, okay, like I see what you did there, but like, why don't we get back into that 9? We need to like deal with this discomfort. We need to understand like, where is this, feeling coming from? And again, there is some sort of like relationship thing that maybe triggered this, but I don't think this is really coming through as a message about love. This is a message about you. This is a message about the, like, taking a flashlight and taking a look at the things that trigger you and trying to figure out like, why is that? Like, are you sitting there crying thinking like, I love this person so much, I'm so sad? Or are you sitting there thinking like, I'm a loser, that's why this person left me? Like, you see the distinction? Like, are you using it as like an excuse, not an excuse, but like as like confirmation, like of like see, I'm a loser, like see, I always mess things up, like see, like I'm not worthy of this. Like, see, I don't deserve love. Like, see, I'm gonna be alone forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to like notice that distinction, because this isn't like the Three of Swords, like heartbreak. This is like the Nine of Swords, like beating a dead horse, like overthinking to the point of like it hurts, it's harmful, it's like messing with your life, you know? There needs to be some sort of groundedness, and we'll get the advice later, but this is just the advice as I see it. So like down here, like I was already talking about this Two of Swords and this Two of Cups and the Eight of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, where I feel like there are limiting beliefs. And again, these intrusive thoughts, when you get triggered and whatever thoughts start swirling, are sort of like an indication of like what your limiting beliefs are. So like I was saying, if like somebody rejects you and you take it as like, oh, I'm not worthy, like blah, 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 like you're basically telling yourself like, I'm not worthy. That's what I believe. Like it could even end up affecting like your financial, like being able to manifest money and stuff like that too, because it's like you just believe that about yourself overall. Like that is the root of the issue here that you need to get down. And we have the King of Swords. Like you need to become the master. Again, you need to like kind of move through the whole suit of swords. Like we're in the 9, we went back to the 8, now go back to the 9, then go to the 10, which is like sort of that release, like that ending of the cycle. And you go be the Page, because we have the Page going to the King. So that's making me think like this is going to be in like little steps, if that makes sense. So I don't know, this is like the student going to the master. Like you can't be afraid to like sit with these things. Like you can't be afraid of the discomfort, the pain, like the thoughts, the emotions. I don't think it's good to I think it's good to have a balance. I don't recommend just sitting in this energy until the end of time, but I do recommend, like I was saying, getting a flashlight, digging in, and then when it gets to be too much, like distracting yourself somehow. Like, you know, like you can think about things, but when it's like your head hurts and it's doing more harm than good, like, you know, I am grounded and centered. How can you get centered? I mean, we'll get advice cards and stuff. I don't know if that specific message of like what to do is going to come through, but if not, I would suggest exercise. I always suggest like what works for me is like watching TV, which I know maybe sounds like, okay, like you're encouraging people to like, no. What are you doing? Stop. But that's like a really good way to distract yourself, especially with something funny and lighthearted. The League, that's a great show. Friends, I don't know, that 70s show. Like I'm trying to think of other like funny, like a sitcom, you know, just something funny, something lighthearted. Exercise, like I was saying, like that's like killing two birds with one stone. You're grounding and centering your mental body, and you're also like working out. You're feeling better about yourself. That's like taking away the mental anguish, but then also like replacing it with something productive. So that's like a double whammy. Like I recommend that. But it's like, who wants to really like work out? It's not really like, I mean, I love it, but like not a lot of people, it's more of like a chore. I don't know, but I'm trying to think what else. Like meditation, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's like when you're in this energy, that's like, it's so hard. Like you're just gonna like close your eyes and like that's just probably not gonna happen. That's why I think physical exercise. But another thing I like to do, so if I do like a cardio workout, or like even if I just do yoga or something, like but like an intense yoga workout or whatever it is, like when I'm done, that's when I meditate. Like I lay down on the mat, I'm tired, I want to lay down anyway, like, and there you go. It's like just like put on some meditation music for 5 minutes or something like that. You got to get control of this mental body. So, okay, let's start with the advice. So what do we want to do here first? I have like a million different advice. Well, like 4, but so I guess we'll get my advice cards first and then we'll get the rest. I'm just going to like lay these out. So what advice does pile 1 most need right now? The worst thing in life is not failure, it's regret. Okay. So that's something maybe you're like ruminating on, like whatever recent failures, or again, if it was, especially if it was like love related or like some sort of rejection or something like that. But I think this is saying, like, for instance, say you like put yourself out there and got rejected, like maybe you like it was a failure, quote, quote, but it's something you would have like regretted if you didn't act on it later on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like forgive yourself, be like, okay, like I was just throwing it out there, like, you know. But a lot of times we take failure so personally. The key to the law of attraction is heart energy. Heal, unblock, and connect with your heart. Love is the highest frequency you can emit. Yeah, get out of your mind into your heart is another way. Feel your emotions. I have this other card. Feel your emotions, but like the thoughts that come with it, just be like, shh, it's okay. We're just, you know, letting this go. Like, you know, it's just, I mean, it's like it's a practice. Like, Leo, please stop, honey. In order to do stuff like that. But it's like, get into your body, get into your heart, like, you know, allow yourself to feel the emotion. You don't need to bring all the anguish with you though. You know, leave the anguish at the door and just feel what you feel, and then like, like it's a cathartic experience, but like the mental anguish is what makes it like torturous. You can recreate yourself at any time in any way. Yes. Oh, that's way too many. But look, mental stress tip. I'm just taking that because of the tone of this reading. Imagine the dense energy of your mind trickling down into your body. Take a breath, stretch, and shake your shoulders. And we'll just look at these. Happiness is a valid goal. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take the next step. Yeah, do some sort of action. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like, get out of your mind and just do something. Like anything. Like, make a protein shake and be like, okay, like I did something healthy for myself today. When an opportunity presents, don't hesitate to seize it. And the relationship you have with yourself is worth investigating. Yes, like you have to realize that the root of whatever is going on is not like the root is you, like you're the problem, but like the way you feel about yourself, you know, is kind of like becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. Focus less on how others feel about you and focus on how you feel about yourself. Yes. All right, let's get some more advice. How do I want to do this? Get some of these. Divine Feather Messenger cards. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. The power of divine grace is within you. I'm keeping that because it just like came out. But yeah, the power of divine grace is within you. Like grace for yourself. Like you sorry. It's like you probably like are very like are the type of person maybe that would like forgive your worst enemy, but you can't forgive yourself. Like you're maybe being like super hard on yourself. Grouse. Embrace the power of dance and movement to access your highest guidance. Yeah, like I feel like you're in a very stagnant mental energy and it's kind of making you be stagnant physically. So get up and move, dance around, give yourself a break. All right. New growth and potential is on the horizon. Reach out and embrace it. Yeah, like I know growth is often disguised as discomfort. So it's like, it is. Like growth doesn't feel good. Like growing pains is a phrase for a reason. Like it doesn't really feel the best. But I mean, I don't know. Like once you move past it, it's like worth the pain that you went through. You know, no pain, no gain, as they say. Turkey, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. So this could be like, well, it's like Thanksgiving coming up, but this could be almost like, it's like the way you're looking at it or like the approach that you're taking. Like look at this as like, okay, this is like soul school. This is like me like building up my strength right now. Like this time in my life. Cause like, you know how people always say like, or I don't know how like, oh, that time like shaped me as a person, or like, you know, I went through this hard shit and it like made me who I am today. Like I couldn't have done it without that. It's like, this is just maybe your time of like building that strength. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at it like that and get in like Rocky mode. Like, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, I gotta like get through this, like try to like tap into that energy of like strength, you know? Let's see. This is more like practical advice, I would say. It's more about like, okay, you need some fucking yoga in your life. Like, you know, like shit that you could actually do instead of like these like metaphorical, like let go and like, I don't know, whatever. But okay, let's see. What's the advice for pile one? They broke your heart. Fuck them. Yeah. Like get angry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just like get like that fire back. Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Get out of the house a little bit, you know? Like, fuck, shit is about to get real. Fuck, you need your people around you. Yeah, that's like 2 times coming through. Get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Yes. All right, this looks horrible. This is not aesthetically pleasing, like, at all. Like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, that just is not pretty, but okay. We'll deal with it. Okay. And I don't know. What does this say? Figure shit out on your own. You can do it. Just take the next step. That was one of the things you have to like figure out every step of the way, but just take some sort of a step, because I see that you're in a very like blocked, frustrated energy, maybe like just like, I don't know what to do, like just very stuck. So it's like, you don't just start doing shit. Like, I feel like you could benefit, especially because this is like a mental trap that I feel like you're in. So like, combat that by like taking little steps in your life, whether it's working out, like fixing your routine, or like tweaking your routine, just even creating a routine if you don't have one, you know, stuff like that. And like in conjunction with subliminals, like I cannot tell you like enough how much subliminals help you to like feel good. Like, I started like using them like a couple of months ago, and it's like I saw so many things happen in my life. I lost weight. I started making more money at work. I'm a waitress, so it's like I make tips. So it's like my tips, I started making more money overall. Like my channel started growing. I do like YouTube ones. Like, I know I'm only at 350 now. I'm not trying to be like, oh, like such a success story, but like I was like literally at 86 subscribers for the longest time. Like posting every single day, nothing happening. And like, I think it was like a month ago or maybe 2 months ago now, it just started growing, and I'm up to like 350, which, I mean, for a year, I got up to 85, and in 2 months, I, like, you know what I'm saying? The subliminal is the only thing I changed up. Still having trouble with love, but, you know, that's probably, like, my deepest wound. But whatever, like, you know what I mean? Just, like, I feel, like, okay, though. Like, you know, like, I feel better about it. I don't have this mental anguish around love anymore. So it's like I do see the healing happening. So that one was maybe just a little bit more ingrained. So like, again, even in your life, if you notice like, oh, some things are easy for you to manifest, and some things aren't, maybe those things need a little extra attention. Like weight loss, I'm so good at like losing weight. Like I can, if I really am trying to, like, bam. It's because I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I don't know, like, but money and love are difficult. Oh, we already got these. All right, so then we're finally going to get one of these Journey of Love cards and just see, like, what is the final message Spirit, your angels, or whoever want to, like, bring through to you. So what is the message for my pile one, Spirit? Let's just get these two. So we have devotion to the small and the ancient ones. Okay. So number 52. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds, where all true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. Beautiful. And then number 32. Devotion to the small. She bows. She honors growth. She sees that within the smallest flower there is the teaching of the earth, the gospel of Gaia, the mystery of life demonstrated. She recognizes that she too is of nature, subject to the mysteries of growth and life, that is honoring nature and taking pleasure in life. She opens her heart to allow great creation to happen through her. This is the feminine wisdom alive in men and women with open hearts. There is an innate wisdom within you that understands this devotion to the Earth Mother as an important step in fulfilling your spiritual destiny on this planet. She's speaking to you now, letting you know that there is a small change happening, something that is growing within you, that you may recognize but think is so important, but not think is so important. Yet she tells you now that it is very significant. Soon you will see what you thought was a seed to yield a single flower is actually blossoming into a lush garden of manifestation. Gratitude and love for the small changes happening are leading you into fullness that you can only dream of. Enjoy. The message of this oracle for you is that your blossoming is occurring now, and the Earth Mother has gratitude for your presence within her being, for the work you are doing to help other human beings. She asks for you to surrender any concerns you have to her, to let her creative power continue to gently guide you into your rightful place in the world, that you may shine as you were born to do. In service to the evolution of this planet, she is helping you now. Trust her. I'm sort of getting from that, like, devotion to the small. It's like little things that you do, like I was talking about a routine. That's like what I was kind of getting, like doing these little things, like building up that personal integrity within yourself will go like a long way towards like building your like self-esteem, your sense of self-worth and value, like things like that. Like doing things that you feel you should be doing, like, you know, not that like what other people say, not what society says, but like what you like sort of are like I should be paying my bills on time, like I should be eating better, I should be exercising more, I should be cleaning up, like I should be being kinder to people, whatever it is, like, you know, like whatever you feel guilty about, like decide if you either want to like let it go or change it, and like start taking action to change it, and like go from there, you know. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this reading. I appreciate all of you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. You guys like really like make my day on a daily basis. I love you. And obviously to any new peeps out there, if you want to like subscribe to the channel, it would mean the world to me. Like my videos, comment, give me some feedback. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you have a good day or night. And now we're moving on to pile 2. Hey lovey, so if you guys chose pile 2 and the amethyst point, this is going to be your reading to see what advice you most need right now. So I have just these 2 affirmation cards to sort of give us a general sense. We'll get into them later, but the first says, what has been, what will be, will be. What has been, what will be, and I will measure today by how fully present I am. So yeah, there's definitely something about being present. Obviously it says that, but that's what I would get from this card too. So let's see if this will stay up. Okay guys, sorry about that. We're back. Like I was having a difficult time dealing with these cards like standing up. I was like trying to adjust them. Let me just like take a look again at the frame and make sure everything's still okay. Just do that. Okay. Oh. All right, so let's see guys. Pile 2. Tap me into the energy of pile 2 and tell me what is going on with them right now. Spirit, what is going on with pile 2? So we have the 6 of Swords. Okay. The 4 of Pentacles. The Emperor. The Death card. I don't know why I just put that there. The Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Hierophant is on the bottom of the deck. So what do we have going on here? All right, so there's clearly been some sort of an ending. Like this is the 6 of Swords is all about moving on, and the Death card is all about like letting something go. So I feel like you're kind of like in the middle of that sort of a phase where like maybe those 2 phases where like something ended, it's like you want to move on but you're kind of stuck in the middle, or like one way of life like needs to end. I'm almost getting a sense maybe there's some sort of like addiction or something, because with the amethyst, this is like when I quit smoking, like this is what I like, one of my crystals that I use as like, well, first of all, amethyst is like for like addictions and like overindulgence and things like that. That's something, and I like, when I quit smoking, I would like hold this as like a cigarette, like sometimes like this, just because I have like a manual fixation like with cigarettes. Like I have very nervous energy that comes out my hands. So I don't know, that could be something like that could be a thing where it's like you're trying to like transition into this new phase where maybe like you're more responsible, you're taking more control of your life with the Emperor, but maybe like you haven't been like backing it up. because Jess Puckett, if you watch her channel, like I love her. She calls like the Four of Pentacles like the Emperor wannabe. And just because it's like here, like next to the Emperor, I'm like thinking of it where maybe there was this sort of feeling of like being very showy with the Queen of Wands, like, oh, like I'm the shit, or like, oh, like I got it all together, but like not like backing it up, because then the Queen of Pentacles, that's more stable energy. The Queen of Wands is more like for show, you know? Not always, but in this context, that's kind of how I'm like interpreting it. But yeah, there's definitely something that we're trying to move on from, let go of. Again, it could be like that you're moving somewhere new, and you're, or like you're about to move or something, and you're worried about what your new place is going to be like, and you're like the worry, but it really is like an exciting thing. Like you're moving somewhere new, you're starting fresh, like maybe you got a new job or something, and it's like, but the anxiety, maybe, I don't know, I'm not really getting anxiety, but like I'm getting a sense of maybe like being stuck and like resisting change, and knowing that it's like I want to stop being like a wannabe and get to this Emperor energy, but I don't really know how to like go. I'm sorry to call you a wannabe like that. I don't mean like you're a wannabe. I just mean like this wannabe Emperor energy where it's like I see what I want to be, I know what I have to do, but I'm having a tough time like actually doing it. I'm having a tough time like getting up and like making this happen. What has been, what will be, will be. I will measure today by how fully present I am. It's like maybe like what you want to do just seems like this impossible mountain to climb, if that makes sense. So like instead of like doing nothing, it's like, or doing, yeah, instead of just taking one step and doing something, it's like you do nothing. It just seems like such a long journey that you'll have to take, like such a long road. It's not gonna like, I'm not gonna be able to get there. But it's like you can't like think about things like that. Not you can't, but it's not helpful to like think about things in that way, because this is like really saying like to make the most of like your present moment. Like your actions will have like a bearing on your future, even if it's just like, say you were in like some sort of addiction, we could use that as an example, like, because that's a good example, because a lot of times your life kind of crumbles, like even if you're like a functioning like alcoholic or something like that. But like I was more so thinking about, but okay, say you're a functioning alcoholic and like you're drinking all the time, and maybe you've like put on weight, and like you're just like all you want to do is like go home and drink, and like you're kind of like neglecting, I don't know, cleaning up. It's like you're neglecting your relationships with other people. Like you're just kind of like doing what you have to do, going home and drinking, like, and then now let's say you want to quit, like you're like, okay, like I want to like, you know, put the bottle down and start, you know, kind of fixing my life, but it's like, oh, like I don't know, like I have this beer belly now, how am I gonna get rid of it, or like it's gonna take forever, like I don't know, that's like such a stupid example, but like I mean, say you're in like actual active addiction with like not actual, like a functioning alcoholic isn't, but like say you like lose everything, you don't have a home anymore, you're homeless, you're stealing from people, like you got arrested, like, you know, say like your addiction has really taken you somewhere dark and like where you have nothing, like death, like you lost everything, or something like that, and it's like you have to build up your life again from the ground up. That could seem like an impossible mountain to climb, you know, but it's like you take it one day at a time. That's like an adage from the program, like AA. But you know what I'm saying? It's like you take it one day at a time. You're fully present. Excuse me. In the moment, like you're taking care of all these little things, like you're going to your meetings every day, like, and that's like building again that personal integrity, that consistency. You're working your steps. Like, I actually went to rehab myself, and I had to live in like a halfway house for like a year, and it was like very structured. I feel like you need structure in your life. That's what I'm getting from this as well. But it was like the rules that we had to be up by like 11 a.m. Like we had to, like, we couldn't leave the house until like our chore was done. We like rotated our chores. So one week we had the kitchen, one week we had whatever, like the floors. So we had to like have like our chore completed before we like left the house. Like we had a curfew. What else did we have to do? I mean, obviously we got drug tested and things like that, but it was like that structure was very beneficial. Like, you know, because a lot of times, especially when you're in active addiction, like you don't have structure like in your life. You're kind of just like a slave to the bottle or a slave to whatever drug you're using. And I know I'm using like drug addiction as an example, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be overindulgence and like laying around, like doing nothing. And you want to change that and be more active and take more control and have more structure in your life. So whatever it is for you, Spirit's definitely like advising like some structure, some discipline, some self-discipline, and also like a willingness to like, I feel like don't think about the future and don't think about the past like so much. Like it's not really about that. It's not about feeling guilt and things like that. It's about like making the most. I think I already said this, but it's about making the most out of the time that you have now, and like realizing that even if you were sort of like putting on a front of like, oh, like you were like that wannabe energy that we were talking about before, like and like you could just feel silly like after like words be like realizing like, wow, like I really thought like I was, because it's like you kind of even maybe fool yourself sometimes. I feel like this is also like, that's another thing I'm getting, like not being genuine with yourself, not being able to like look at yourself, you know, in the mirror, like not being able to take an honest assessment of sort of like who you are, the decisions you've made, the choices, like your lifestyle, things like that, and needing to really do like a comprehensive like overhaul, and like take a like a look in the mirror and see what needs to go. And like, you know, with the Emperor, that's like Aries energy, and that's like the energy of the self. So I don't really feel like this is about a love situation necessarily. I feel like this is more like about your everyday life and like what you're doing like in each moment. Like, am I being like effective right now? Am I doing something that's making me feel good? And am I doing something that's making me that's going to kind of create a brighter future for tomorrow in whatever way that is, even if it's just drinking a glass of water. Like, okay, I'm trying to be healthier, I'm drinking, you know, water instead of booze. Woo. Like, you know, like celebrate like those accomplishments. Recognize like the value of even wanting to do this, you know, even if you haven't really made that much progress yet. Like I feel like you are moving in a positive direction. Like you just need to believe that. You need to believe that it's possible. Also saving money can be a thing, something with your finances where you feel like you don't have much, and like again you have these 4 pentacles but you want to be the Emperor. It just seems like such an impossible mountain to climb. Even if it's not any addiction thing or anything like that, it could just be, it doesn't have to be overindulgence. It could just be that, well, maybe like overindulgence in spending your money. And it's like, oh, I'll never be able to save money. Just like start small, you know, start saving your change, you know, and depositing that in the bank. Like I know that's, you know, seems like nothing, but it's not nothing, it's something, you know. Like start small and like take these little baby steps every day, and like you'll like look back in like a month and realize like all the progress you've made. Like wow, like your life will most likely be in a completely different place than it was when you began. So let's see what other advice we can get for you guys. What advice does pile 2 most need? We have don't live the same year 100 times and call it a life. So yeah, definitely there's sort of like a sense of being stagnant, maybe you being stuck in a rut, maybe for years. Hopefully not 100 years, but like maybe this is a pattern that's like you've really been stuck. So I think Spirit is really encouraging this like death energy, like embracing this like death energy and like trying to be hopeful for the future, trying to change things up. Keep the promises you make to yourself. It's the best way to cultivate trust. Yeah, there's definitely a need to like build that integrity within yourself, like by your like little daily habits and things like that. Trust the strange and mysterious at this time. And I feel like that's saying like that it's coming out over this death energy. Like if it feels like things are just changing, or you feel like things are just being yanked out of your life, like it just can't be a coincidence. It's all these different things. It's like just trust the process. And just like keep going. And it says don't take failure so personally, see what you can learn from it. Yeah, like oh, that's so weird that this was here. You really forced me to take a look at myself. That was from my message deck, but it just snuck in there. Don't take failure so personally, see what you can learn from it. So yeah, take a look back on your failures. Like don't look at it in a way of like, oh, like I did that, but just be like, okay, like what is my biggest problem? Like what, okay, like I overindulge in things, like I spend all my money, I drink too much, I don't know, like I stay out all night, like, you know, whatever it is, like I stay up all night and I wake up late. Like make little tweaks where you can, you know, like cut down on the drinking, like I was saying, save a little money, like stop. excess shopping, you know, like just have things in your Amazon cart, but don't buy them. Like wait until you actually have the money, like save up for them, you know, and it'll feel so much better when you get it. When you're just like buying, it's like you probably don't even use half the shit you're buying, you know? It's like you buy this stuff, you have to have it, and then it's like you never look at it again. Or, oh, it's the wrong size, you just throw it in the corner. It's just about the addiction of like shopping, you know? Sometimes like that is an addiction. I'm sorry, but it is. Amazon is an addiction. But you know what I'm saying? Like take a look, be like, oh, like you could still get the stuff, but just do it in a more responsible way so you feel more like better about it. Like, what do I actually need? Keep the stuff in your cart for like the month, and then at the end of the month, like okay, I can go shopping one day out of the month. I'll save up whatever money. You might find like, oh, I don't need this, and that, and like, you know, like end up saving yourself some money that way. It says feelings are so important. Make feeling good your number one priority and watch your life change. Yeah, like being present to what's going on. Be present to what's going on. Like don't like get caught up in like these mental traps. That was like mostly in pile 1. I'm not really getting the mental energy here. I'm getting like being stuck in your life, like maybe being like behind, like maybe like the people that were like graduated in your class or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting a sense of kind of like a dead end, like life, like and I think spirit is really coming in to be like, listen, like it does not have to stay this way, but it's like up to you. It depends on what you do in this moment today. What are you doing right now? Like turn this tarot reading off. Well, listen to the advice first, but like after that, turn this reading off and like make your bed, you know, or like something, like I don't know, go to a meeting, like if this is like some sort of addiction thing. I don't know, like whatever it is. Okay, what is the advice for pile 2 right now? We have Cosmic Butterfly. So let's see what this says. I'm going to read this and I'm going to get a few more advice cards for you guys. You are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother. Good for you guys. I'm just kidding. On fire with her creative power, you are being transformed whilst living. To surrender certainty in favor of openness, to accept the smallness of your everyday life. Yes, your everyday, like, present moment. Sorry, whilst, why does this say whilst twice in like 2 seconds? Whilst admitting to the magnificence of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you into a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, creating again. This is your sacred task. Life is thriving within you. This may not feel stable as yet, but will certainly feel exciting as you enter into yet another cycle of rebirth. Let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one. Oh my God, don't live the same year 100 times and call it a life. That's so funny. Let this life seem as though you were living many lifetimes in one. It is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, should you be open to it. This is treading the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons you on now. The message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it is falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You are going through rebirth, just like a butterfly and a chrysalis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and being truly alive can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now and know that what you are leaving behind is but a shell that once will have held your fast emerging new self. I love that. All right, so let's get some more cards for you guys. What advice for pile 2 spirit that they most need? White owl. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. So that's making me think that like you kind of know this already, and maybe you've just been ignoring it or whatever. Like you know what you have to do, but you just haven't been able to do it, you know? So I think spirit is like, you know, you've been knowing it all along. Meadowhawk. Smile. You will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. Oh, lucky you. What else? What was that? Blue jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. Okay. One more. For pile 2. Crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. And then dove. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. So there's a lot about like the messages of the divine are within you. Universal laws are being revealed. Like, I feel like this is more of like an inner thing where, well, I feel like it's an outer thing, but it's like almost like this is like the transitional period when like you're using what you've already known. Like, you've known this all along, and now the time is right to access and master your abilities. Like, you have all the knowledge you need. Now we got to put it into practice here. Like, now we got to step up and take action with the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles, like sustain that action. Because the Queen of Wands, it's like fire energy. It could like burn up quick, like, you know, burn hot, but like burn out quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that earth energy like sustains it. You need to have like a balance of that. Like, you need to sustain that energy and movement in your life, because I feel like there is a very stagnant energy right now. You need to spark it up over there. And let's see, we're gonna get one, no, not one more, just 4 more of these. This just is not aesthetically pleasing, this reading at all. Okay. You are going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Yeah, there's like this message of like, get up, like, and just start doing some stuff. Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Okay, try to like lighten up. That's coming out right next to smile. So try to like find more like happiness and stuff in your life if you can. Like, look for like little things that'll make you smile, little things that make you laugh. Hang out with that person that's like so funny. Like, watch, I always say watch a funny show. That's like my like #1 like therapy thing. But I mean, that wasn't there a message about screen time, or was that my last pile? Rebel, because fuck it. Okay, like, just change it up a little bit. Let's see what else for pile 2. But yeah, rebel because fuck it. Don't live the same year 100 times and call it a life. Try something new. Who cares? You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. And even like another thing with wasn't the Emperor here? Yeah. With the Emperor, that could also be like if there's like a father figure, or even just like some authority figure, like even if it's a mom or something, you know, but whatever it is, like someone kind of like that you're not like living up to their expectations, or you feel that way, or maybe they're telling you, or whatever it is. It's like maybe you have to realize like you're not them, like you have your own. And this whole thing about rebelling, that's like making me think of like a teenager rebelling. So it's like you're not your parent, or you're this person, whatever, this authority figure, if this is applicable, like you're not them. Like, and maybe your journey is different. Like, maybe you have to like, you had to go the long way around, you know. Maybe they're like, oh, when I was your age, I was already like blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, but I'm not you, buddy. Like, I have my own, not even like I have my own path, because that's so corny to say, but it's like, I obviously took a few wrong turns. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to fix it now. Like, let me be. Like, you know, like, just, but like, have that attitude about it, but then also be like taking the steps to like have that personal integrity within you. It'll help ease like the tension. It'll help ease the anguish, like, or the guilt. I feel like it's more guilt here. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Like, you're not gonna, like, you need to just like decide, like, you don't need people's approval. Like, you just need that own sense of like integrity within you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and do things because you want to do them, not because like your parents want you to, or whoever, you know, whatever authority like that you're like putting above your own. Like, you need to decide that you can never change for somebody else, you know. It's like, it has to be for you, otherwise it's not going to work. It's not going to be sustainable. So definitely keep that in mind. And I think we're gonna leave it here. Did I use all the cards I wanted to use? Yes, I did. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And also, I just wanted to say a quick thanks to all my new subscribers. It really means a lot to me that you guys like are supporting my channel. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, I love it. I love you. Thank you. And if you have not yet, maybe like, you know, all my new people out there, you wanna subscribe, come on down. We'd love to have you. Or, you know, like or comment or give me some feedback, whatever you want to do. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay, now we're moving on to pile 3. Bye. Hey guys, so if you chose pile 3 and the malachite crystal, this is going to be your reading to see what advice you most need now. So let's see what we got here. When my dreams feel scary, it means I am on the right path. And I am the guardian of my happiness. All right, so we'll come back to that, but first we're gonna get some tarot for you guys and just see basically like what's going on. Those are your affirmations. When my dreams feel scary, it means I'm on the right path. I am the guardian of my happiness. Okay. Pile 3. What is the message that wants to come through for you? What is going on with pile 3 right now? We have the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the Empress. What else? What is the 6 of Swords here? We have the World, the High Priestess, it's too many. I just want one. Okay. And the Queen of Wands, sorry. And then we have the Moon on the bottom of the deck. Okay, guys, so what is going on with you? I feel like you guys, again, maybe could have like ended something. I'm not really getting so much getting the ending though. I'm getting like the start. Like you like chose a new direction on your path recently. You decided to go a different way. The ending is already ended. Like a transitional period. Again, I always notice that with this World card, how they're like in the middle of the sort of portal, looking back, about to move forward. Their foot is stepping, but they're also, their vision is being like, they're looking back. It's like when you're, like if you, in a movie, when someone's like moving somewhere else and they're like in the moving van, like looking at the city skyline as they leave, like, oh, I'm gonna miss seeing that, you know? It's kind of like that. Here with the 6 of Swords is a similar energy. We have the choppy waters here and like the clear waters here. It's again like you're in that in between sort of a phase here. And I feel like you're excited in a way, but again, like your dreams feel scary. When my dreams feel scary, it means I am on the right path. So I feel like your intuition is telling you like, yes, like this is the right path. You know what you're doing, like, but that doesn't mean you want to, like, you know what I mean? Like this could have been like a tough decision that you had to like again, move away from a place you loved in order to like get a better job. Like you had to like maybe leave a dead-end relationship on the hunt for something new, like, but it's like you discovered your value. You had to like move on towards something that where your value and you were being appreciated for yourself or something like that. I'm trying to think of another example. Like you left a job where you just like weren't happy for whatever reason. Like you found a better job, but like you miss your coworkers. Like there's some cause to make you turn back. There's something causing you to like take a look back. Like, no, wait, like, is this the right decision? Is this, you know, what I really want to do? I feel like, even though you know it's like what's best for you, you are having a tough time like actually, it's like you trust your intuition. Like I'm not feeling like you're doubting what your intuition is like telling you, but at the same time, like there is that like sense of like nostalgia. Oh yeah, we have the 6 of Cups, like nostalgia. It's like I know I have to move on, but like I'm gonna miss this. Like there's something pure that you're like leaving behind. Again, maybe it's like your childhood hometown. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like something, or it's just like a love that you felt was so pure, but like again, like maybe they weren't like respecting you or appreciating your time or something, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, even though the feelings were there, it's like I have to let this go for whatever reason. Like my intuition is telling me like this isn't right for me right now. Maybe it's like what am I trying to think? Like like empty nest syndrome, where like, I don't know, your kids have all moved out, so now you're just like, you know, downsizing to a new apartment, but you're leaving behind all the memories in the house or something like that. You know, it's just like something like that, where it's like you're moving on, you are hopeful, but you're kind of like nervous about this next phase in your life. You're having, but at the same time, like, I feel like you are feeling good about yourself with the Empress and the Queen of Wands. Like, you feel like I'm feeling good, like I look good, like I feel good. Almost like I'm ready for whatever's next. Like, you've done the work. I feel like you're in a good energy. Like, we have a lot of like positive cards. I feel like you're expanding your life and it's scary to you. It's almost like you want to run back to the familiar. I feel like there's almost a sense of like regret. And again, if it was like a breakup, it's like, you know, when you like look back on the past with like rose colored glasses, it's like that kind of a feeling where you're like, oh, maybe it wasn't so bad. Maybe I could learn to deal with it. Maybe I could accept this because it means I get to be with this person or something like that. But I think Spirit is saying like, no, Queen, like you need to like know your value, or King. No, King, you need to know your value. And you can tell like if someone values you. If your intuition was telling you no, like you got to listen to that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? And again, I do feel like this maybe is something you ignored for a long time. Whatever you're moving away from, like you tried to tell yourself that you can make it work, tried to compromise, tried to talk, whatever it is. It's like your eyes were closed. The intuition, you were trying to block out, where your intuition was like, hey, like look at that little, like, is it a scorpion, a lobster? He's like shaking his little claw, like, hello. Like, I always see it, like, wake up, you know. And I feel like, again, now you've like reached this phase, but again, you're having a tough time like readying yourself for the next leg of the journey here. You're like, okay, like, does my value even really mean that much to me? Like, again, if it's like a relationship example, it's like almost like I was saying, you want to run back to the familiar, to the nostalgic, whatever. And even if there was, like, doesn't mean that this person's a bad person, if this is a relationship example. But like, there's probably good and bad qualities, but for whatever reason, like the bad outweighed the good, or something in your intuition was telling you like this just isn't the right time. Maybe this is like a past life relationship or something like that, where there was like a lot of emotions tied to it. There was this really pure love or something like that, but it's like in the end you like realize like you have to get in your like Empress energy, your Queen of Wands energy. You have to like your bad bitch energy. Like, let's be real. Like, so whether you're a guy or a girl, you can be a bad bitch. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, so that's where I feel like you're at right now. You're like in this transitional period. You're moving on to good things here. You are feeling good about yourself in a way, but you're also like longing for the past, and you have this sense of nostalgia, and that you don't want to move on. Like, you don't care if you are like this great empress and you have this like empire, like, you know, and you have like these cushy, like, even if it's like talking about financial stuff, like, oh, like this new job, like I'm gonna be making mad money, but like I'm not gonna work with, you know, my favorite people anymore. Like, even if it's a boss that you used to love or something, you know, it's like you're moving on to like bigger and better things, but it's like you're almost like happy to stay small, like in a way, because you like miss something from that era or that job or that relationship or life or hometown, whatever it is. Okay, so let's get some advice for you guys and see what Spirit would want to say to you. Oh, look, in between periods can be torturous or a place to prepare for the next step, your choice. So maybe you are like torturing your, oh, I just saw something was flipped. Maybe you are sort of like torturing yourself with memories and just trying to tell yourself a different story than like what actually was like happening, something like that. I feel like you're trying to like, you're almost on the verge of like going back, I would say. I feel like that's why Spirit is bringing this message through, and it's saying like you have to be the guardian of your happiness, and you have to ask yourself if you truly were happy in this past situation, relationship, whatever it is. I'm not going to go through them every time, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I gave you enough examples already. But like, were you actually happy there? Like, were you getting what you wanted out of the situation? Like, of course you're going to miss some things. Like, of course you're going to feel nostalgia. Of course you're going to have like rose-colored glasses when you look back, but that does not mean that that was something that was a good fit for you. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what this is. Time to spice things up. Yeah, it's time for something new. Like, it's just we got to spice it up here. Like, we got to leave the past in the past and look forward and be excited about the future. I don't know why I just picked that up. I said every word you speak or write can change your life. You're a creator. Create your mood, create your day, create some love in the world. Like, okay, that's too many, but we'll just read them. Tell yourself who you are. Tweak the things that need tweaking and move forward. No guilt or shame needed. And tell yourself, I support me and everyone else is just gravy. Okay, so let's see what else. Oh, okay, this is too many. Don't be afraid to make a fuss if someone is violating you in any way, even just violating your trust, violating common decency. Like, you know, it's like you have the right to like want to be treated in a certain way, to have standards like for your life, like at the workplace, in your relationships, like, you know, whatever your dreams are. Maybe you feel like selfish for wanting to like better for yourself when you know, or something like that, but no, like, that's not selfish. The world is sleeping and all is well. Mantra for anxiety. So again, there's obviously some negative thoughts creeping up. Relaxation will allow openness and surrender. Chill, bitch. Yeah, we have this Empress energy, so it's like, get in that like chill mode and be like, just start trying to dream of the future. Like, but what could potentially happen if you're leaving a relationship? But could I actually end up in a relationship where I'm like fulfilled and happy? Like, wow, like imagine. Could I actually get a job where I am like making so much money and just like I get to work from home 3 days, like whatever, like, you know, like you got like a sweet new deal, like a new job, or like maybe you haven't gotten a new job yet, but you've like made the decision to sort of like, because with the Six of Swords, it's like you made the decision, but you may not have actually like made the move yet, or like, you know, did the planning out yet. So it's like, and now that you're like, that's another thing, like, so you're still there like at your old job or whatever it is, and you're like, oh, like I'm gonna miss this, like, oh, like I'm never gonna like blah blah do this again. So I don't know, like, oh look, don't waste time with faux hustle. Do things that will actually move you forward, i.e. the shit you're scared to do. Like, you know what you have to do right now, or you know why you did what you did, and like you got to keep on this path. Like, I know it's like, I feel like you're having some like revisionist history, is that what it's called? Like, where you're trying to like revise the story of like, oh, like I know that guy like cheated on me 3 times, but like, you know what, like I can share, like, you know, like you're trying to tell yourself, like you're trying to justify like going backwards or something like that, even though you know you have to keep moving forward. And I think this is just a normal reaction, like, to change. Like, you know, I feel like you're coming through in this High Priestess energy, so it's like you are very in touch with your intuition, or you just are very in touch with like doing what you have to do for yourself, like trusting yourself. You know, it doesn't have to be like intuition, like you get like signs and stuff, but it could just be like you trust yourself, you trust what you're feeling you have to do for yourself. But again, that doesn't mean that these like thoughts aren't gonna creep in, like you feel scared, like you made the wrong choice, like you're having anxiety about what your next phase is gonna be like. But I think Spirit's saying you get to decide that. You're the creator in this scenario. You get to create your mood, create your day, create some love in the world, create your next relationship, create your next experience in life. Like, you decide that, like, by what you're doing right now. So I think definitely try to relax and chill about things. Like, I'm seeing that coming through twice. Try to get some rest, and get some rest, but be spicing things up at the same time. Like, you know, maybe if you left a relationship, just like go join a dating site. And I'm not saying to date yet if you're not ready, but like just see what's out there. Although that could also backfire, because like maybe you'll see like nothing's out there and be like, ugh. But maybe you're also supposed to meet them on a dating site, you know, maybe you'll just like bump into somebody and meet at like someone's house party or through mutual friends. Like, you never know how you could meet somebody. So even if the prospects on, you know, you're trying to like look forward to the future and like find another job or something like that, and you're not finding it yet, just, it could come to you in any way that you're not expecting. One time, I mean, I had a job at this time, but like I was just out to dinner with my sister and her fiance, love you, and my mom, like we were at like my mom's best friend's birthday. It was just like 5 of us eating, or 6 of us, and my sister's fiance, his secretary, had just quit. Like, I don't even know if I knew that she had quit or got fired. I forget what happened, but like, we were sitting there at the table, and he all of a sudden just like looks at me. He's like, hey, why don't you come work for me? Like, and I had a job, so I was just going to do like part-time. It was only like 25 hours a week. He paid me like $600 in cash. Like, bam, like a dream job. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, it was like so easy. I loved it. I worked from his house. Like it was so like, I just basically worked from home from my sister's house. I got to bring my dogs there. I was like making really good money, like for like minimal hours. Like it was cool. Like I wasn't even on the hunt for a new job. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you don't know how these things are going to come to you. So just like, you know, be open, be in this Empress energy of like, I deserve these things, and you're cutting out the things that you know are beneath you, not beneath you, but like the ways of being treated, like the jobs where you're not happy, like, you know, you deserve more, and you're like culling the garden here to like you're taking the weeds out so like, you know, flowers can bloom, you know. So all right, let's see what else we got here for you guys. What is the advice for pile 3 right now, Spirit? That was too many. Just one. What is the advice for pile 3? Oh, Cosmic Butterfly. That was the same as pile 2. Oh my god, and this was on the bottom of the deck for them too. That's really weird. Okay. So, where's the book? We just read this, so maybe I'll just edit in like my reading of the last pile. No, just kidding. I kind of want to read that Simplicity card too, though, because that was in the last pile as well. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers to your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can, even if you are yet to understand why you should be grateful, because you cannot perceive the gift hiding within your struggles quite yet. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest night, the light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer. Love, trust, have faith, be patient, wait, and you shall see. Let simplicity be. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. The circumstances with which you are struggling will right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way, meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to the divine. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it is all going to work out for the best. Yeah, relax. Relaxation. And then we'll read the Cosmic Butterfly. You are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother, on fire with her creative power. You are being transformed whilst living, to surrender certainty in favor of openness, to accept the smallness of your everyday life whilst admitting to the magnificence of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you into a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, creating again. This is your sacred task. Life is thriving within you. This may not feel stable as yet, but will certainly feel exciting as you enter into yet another cycle of rebirth. Let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one. It is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, should you be open to it. This is treading the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons you now. Oh, no, I just skipped a page. Hold on. The message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it is falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You are going through rebirth, just like a butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and being truly alive can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now and know that what you are leaving behind is but a shell that once will have held your fast emerging new self. Embrace the new. Okay, let's get some more advice for you guys, and then we will be wrapping up. I just have 2 more decks to go through. What is the advice for pile 3 right now, Spirit? Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Yeah, because you're doing the culling. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like that. You're like weeding things out, and like new opportunities are going to be coming in. So make sure that you're not just like saying no to things that might actually be good for you, or just a fun experience or something like that. Parrot, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. Hummingbird, release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joy is on the way. Whoa, that just like flew out. Chickadee, the time is right to release old patterns and energies. You are ready to embrace change. Yes, that is definitely the vibe of this reading. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. And then we're just going to get some of these. Rebel deck cards here. So what do you most need to hear, pile 3? What is your tough love advice? Whoa. Time to let go. Move the fuck on. I mean, okay. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit. Love. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. All right, it's too many. Just one more. Thank you. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. Yeah, you just gotta like focus on yourself, pull back, and do what's best for you. You do you, boo. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this reading. And I just wanted to give a quick thanks to all like my new subscribers. It really means a lot to me. To anyone who's ever like taken the time to subscribe, like my videos, comment, give me any feedback, even if it's like negative. Like, I appreciate it. But I appreciate the feedback and a chance to sort of like think about things from like another perspective. So thank you guys again. And if you would like to join us, feel free to, you know, come on down, subscribe to my channel if you're new here. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a good day or night wherever you are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye.